Hello and welcome.
Slash.
Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Charmaine Diamond White, and this is my lovely Glenda. And as you can see today, there is no set up intro like we had for episode 1. We're not sat down, we've not put lights on, we've not put the camera on, and that's just because I've just finished editing, and we're never gonna have the time. We work completely different time schedules. I work like 9 to 5. Glenda normally works like 9 till midnight. So
That's 9 a.m.
Yeah. So we're never gonna get we're here now in the moment. It's what time is it? It's 10 past midnight. And today was your day off actually, so I've just finished editing and I apologise for that. This is just what you're getting, I'm afraid.
So yeah, welcome to episode 2. It's been a long time coming. We had a long break over the winter period where it was all a bit dark, dingy, miserable. We didn't really feel up to it. But now it's spring and we're back in the swing of things.
Thank you all so much for your messages saying, where is episode 2? When's it coming? And it's mainly because I just couldn't be bothered to edit it, I'm afraid. And I thought...
have been trying to get him to edit.
You have, and I thought that maybe all of your messages might spur me along to do things, and if I'm truthful, it didn't, so... But we've done it now, it's done, here it is. We are dedicating this episode to Charity Case, because apparently she loves it. Get a grip!
She's my number one fan.
She is your number one fan.
I met her at DragCon and crazy, it was just hilarious.
Number one, and maybe only. So the footage in this episode is from July, August time. It's now March. So the episode 1, which we put out in October, was from June, July?
Yeah.
This was meant to come out in November, the month after, and it was a footage of July and August. So we're running slightly behind schedule. We worked on the G-Spot up until, what was it, October? So a couple of months after that again, which will be episode 3. When that'll be out, I don't know. I'd love to say in a few weeks' time, maybe a month. Probably won't be.
But
So-
keep badgering us.
Keep badgering us. I'm not going to do it. Yes, so we stopped, didn't we, in October until January. So we had 3 months off, mainly because it was winter, it was cold, going out in the garage and the piss and rain just
Wasn't great. We had holidays planned. We went away for Christmas. We had DragCon.
we had to film Hoax.
Filmed Hoax.
Part of which was in the G-Spot, and it looks slightly different than it does in this. Even then, that was a couple of months after this footage. And again, it looks worlds away from that. And how it looks now, today, in March, is worlds away from October. So we've done a lot in the last couple of months again. Yeah, we had so much going on. It was our anniversary.
Just life happened.
Yeah, I got a
tattoo apprenticeship. So that's been taking up most of my time.
Picked up again. I know you said it wasn't. It was February. We did some bits. We started again.
Yeah.
Towards the end of February. So we had about 3 months off. But now spring has sprung, and we're back in the swing of things.
We've had a very busy March.
We've had a ridiculously busy March. I can't remember what it looked like at the beginning of March compared to what it looks like now. But you're not going to see that again for another few months.
But if you follow our Instagram, you probably have already seen.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you will have, if you follow our Instagram, you'll get, some slight up-to-date snippets and looks into the current state.
If you don't follow our Instagram, what are you doing? It's right here, covering Greg's face.
That's rude. On my own channel. And so, this episode is the footage of our windows and doors going in, which, I'm not being funny, but I think we could start a business doing, what are they, double glazing UPVC windows and doors, because we fucking boss that. And I'm not being funny, but if...
This is when an actual window fitter or double glazer comments and just we did it all completely wrong.
Well, they can fuck off, because I'm not being funny. Considering we are not professionals in the slightest, we both have fitted these windows and doors before, a long time ago, and not together. We kind of vaguely knew the direction we were going in, and if we didn't get it spot on, which I think we probably did, but if we didn't, we weren't fucking far off.
Yeah, there are some legal official things that you probably do need, but yeah, lead trays and things like that, which we are not getting into that.
What's a lead tray?
I'm not getting into that right now. But
Okay, well maybe we didn't
at
do
the
it
end
right.
of the day, it is an outbuilding garage. It is not a dwelling. It is not a bit. We're not living there.
Although
No
watch me
one's-
pass out on there on a regular basis.
Greg might live in there Friday to Sunday, but
It's a part-time
So-
dwelling.
please just don't hate. It's a garage.
I was about to say don't hate, discriminate. That's not a phrase, is it? What do they say? It's not don't hate, discriminate.
Cue that god awful intro. I'm Glenn.
I'm Greg.
And we're turning our garage into a bar
Paul's most exclusive invite-only venue.
because it's in our garden.
I saw that. Ah. So join us on our journey to make it feel less like rubbish anal.
And more like
The cheese bar. So here is where I left off the other night. You can see it more in the daytime now. Hopefully that's all gonna jet wash off, we're hoping. It's like, I don't know if you can see what it is. It's like flat, but it's just like the little tendrils from the ivy are like stuck, so that will hopefully jet wash off before we paint it. You might notice, thanks to Glenda, that there is in fact now a hole here because I beat the lock off the window with a hammer here, and it was fine, and it wasn't until I tried opening the window that for some reason case here is so like broken and all smashed off, so that's fun. We also got our sideboard here, so there's now another like 2 foot of space, which is fun. It opens it up a little bit more, doesn't it?
yeah.
This now has made putting the window behind Glenda, the big one, a slightly higher priority. In my head it will take a couple of hours, so that means it'll probably take about 3. Because I always think things are a little bit simpler than they are. We can get that done today, can't we?
Trying.
I reckon we can. And then we've got this littler window, smaller is what I meant, to put one of these. We did see another one last night, waiting to hear back from on Marketplace, so maybe that. And I saw a pair, which means we could get rid of this one. I could probably fob that. And then hopefully these two. I really ideally want them matching, but if they're not, then hopefully they're far enough apart that you may not really notice. I don't know, you might. And then we still need to find some French doors for that. And these are the little bits that I wanted to keep from the garage. Ever since I was little, I've like loved this little terrarium. And I thought because it always used to be on top of the water heater here, I thought it was part of that. But it's not, it's a little terrarium. And we saw some really sexy trees in Wilkinson. And I don't know why, but they were like, these like tiny little trees, but they were all like really curvy and in like really sexy poses, but I don't know how to explain it. Hold the camera, I'll show you.
Yeah, I guess it was something like that.
Don't they? They were like tiny little trees like this.
I think
But
there's
the trunks were in sexy poses.
potentially a lot sexier.
No, that was very sexy. What do you mean you have to zoom out for my bum? That's incredibly rude.
You lift your end up first.
Yeah. Oh fuck, careful, because I don't know what keeps snapping off and stuff.
Where's the wires?
Yeah.
Oh, spin round, spin round. Bang on.
Oh.
Right, I'm bang on my end.
Are you?
Yeah.
You never are.
Yeah, if you want to hold that there, and we can swap.
Oh, babe. Oh, that's going to be great, isn't it?
That's going to go top and bottom.
We know it's going to go
Is it
top and bottom.
Because the mortar,
Top.
bottom. It's going to be tight.
Yeah. Little progress update.
Yeah.
I'm still outside the bar, and Glenda's stood inside. Do you leave me one thing? We're just taking the windows out. The old ones, not the new ones. Could you imagine? It's just this frame to go, isn't it? It didn't take that long. Like 10, 20 minutes.
Smile.
Why?
Because I wanted to.
Alright. So yeah, time to get this frame out.
We
Get the new one in. Stuff out to go. It's all bloody rotten in there. Although for something so rotten, it's remarkably fucking strong.
Yeah.
So we're gonna beat this out. Get the new one in. Come on, Delo.
Happy days.
Let's get going. Frame is out, windows are out. So now it's time to put the new one in. How exciting! So here's the sit. It's not screwed or anything, but we've got it in. We're gonna mark the holes with the drill, take the window out, put the raw plugs and stuff in, put the window back in. I'm not showing anything of yours. Screw it in, and then we just need to pop that pane of glass in there, the big one, which is currently behind that there. I mean,
It doesn't look that bad.
they fucking bad. Here's beach. Excuse me, your girls have only gone and done it. The window's in. Cannot believe it, and we didn't have to shave anything off. It literally fits perfectly. Like, you can't even tell me that we are not window fitters. We do still need to put the beading and stuff up here, and that needs to be done. We need to silicone it all in, but it's all screwed in. So Glenda, open the window. There she is. Look at that.
What can I get you?
Absolutely not. We're doing that. I'll divorce you so quick.
You gotta put a ring on it first.
Yeah, I'm not putting a ring anywhere near you. Like, I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. That is so good. Isn't that good?
Yeah.
This is it done for the day. This is us done. Had a little tidy up now, so the floors look clear. We smashed this bulb, which, if you'd remember, was balancing up there very precariously on one screw. Glenda knocked it off with the window.
Where's the wires?
And managed to smash it quite spectacularly, if I do say. You did a really good job of it. It was like all the way over, like
If
there
you're gonna do
at the
something,
end.
you've got to do it properly, ain't you? So if you're gonna smash something, make sure you smash it good. Let's smash it good. Let's what have we done with this table, Ben?
Oh yes, Glenda's made this workbench, a little temporary thing. Will it fall down? Probably. Madam.
Hello and welcome back to our quest to find the G-spot. Today's a pretty slow day. We have finished work and we've been hunting all week for windows and doors that fit said door and said windows. We do have one window, but we're not sure if we want to use it because we want it to be matching, but it's proven an absolute pain to try and find matching windows because they're such odd sizes. So, in other news, garage door, this one, we bought one. It's not available until towards the end of August because it's getting taken out of the porch, but it's actually quite a nice door. We were going to go with French doors that open out, and it was going to be nice because it's going to be like a patio area or like a decking or something later on down the line. But we couldn't find one, and the ones we did find, they were just like literally going so quickly. So we went with the single door in the end, which I kind of think is going to be better, but we'll see. And but it fits perfectly, and it comes with everything, so we're really happy with that. It's just, and it gives us a little bit of time to sort out some transport for it.
Let me just get like a shine.
See, he does actually do some stuff. Look at him. Trying to be Mr. Manual today.
Exciting news for the bar today. We are getting the door replaced. We've just bought one. We found another one that this guy had, and it didn't have the lock or the sill for £30. We turned up. I jokingly said, I don't suppose you've got any windows, do you? He's like, no, I don't have any windows, but madam, do you want to not like? You okay? Fancy you just smashing in when I'm trying to film? Can I continue? Can I continue?
Yeah.
Thanks. I said, don't suppose you got any more windows? He was like, no, but we've got another door. And this is a better door than the one. The other one we had was kind of this shape with this in it, and it was all fully plastic, but I managed to find this one to let more light in. And this one came with a lock, came with a seal, came with the keys, came with everything. I said, how much? And he was like, oh, same price, 30 quid, banging. So now we're just gonna fit it. It's a Thursday night. It's, what time is it, 6:30?
Yeah.
We've both been working all day. What better time to fit a door than now? So Glenn went to take the door off and the entire frame came out with it. Ready for the installation of the new frame. Lovely. Love that for us. I gave myself a blood blister from tapping the cement off. The door is in. It's currently locked. I've got a cigarette, otherwise I would show you. But it was almost too easy. It was literally a case of screwing the frame in and hanging the door on, like, and it's all level, it's all flat. There was no like having to pack anything out. That's nothing a bit of foam and a bit of edging won't fix. Don't say edging. A bit of foam and a bit of liner won't fix. And that's our door. So today, this is the door and the light. Today, Glenn's just taken this window. I'm terribly hungover, so I was having a nap. And Glenn took this window out. We're just gonna fit one of these windows in here. Do you reckon we'll get them both done today? And it is so unbelievably hot. We've had to open, like, considering we've got like a window missing and the door open, we've had to open the window and that, because I'm absolutely baking, but that might just be the hangover sweats, I'm not sure. I think the window's just about the right width by like, well, maybe like a centimetre or two less, but there's like a bit of a gap up the top. And then once we've kind of filled out the top with wood, we're going to expanding frame it and put some, what's that plastic stuff called? Like the liner, like trim around it to make it all look decent from the outside. Yesterday, I had a couple of guys that my dad recommended to come and get rid of all of the rubbish, because I thought in my head, I was like, oh, it's like a couple of £100 and some guys will take it all away, but I couldn't have been more wrong. I thought, like, I don't know, just take it and that's it, and they dispose of it. But he did say, the quote he gave, if they had to carry it from here all the way out to the front of the house in the van, they said it'd be about £700. Or if we took it to the driveway ourselves and they just loaded it onto the van, it'll probably be about 520 quid still to get rid of it. He said that price can go down, but yeah, I'm not sure what we're going to do. Like, it's probably just cheaper to get skips. Madam. Yeah. We have another window successfully installed. As you can see, it was a bit of a pain in the ass because we had to put all these bits of wood to pad it out, but it's a pretty good fit considering it all opens nicely. As you can see as well, there are gaps in this one. Oh shit. But that's nothing, a bit of expanding foam won't fix. So we're gonna go get that for like 7 quid and just like cake it all in there. I think the plan is as well is to put the trim on the outside first so that it doesn't go straight out the thing and start leaking out and making a mess. It should look a lot neater. So as you can see, Glenn's now patched this up with the wood just so there's something to stick the trim onto, and it'll be the same with that one, and it'll be the same with the back doors, because I think the back doors are 5 centimetres short, I believe, but they're the right width, so that's something. Considering we're getting everything so cheap from like Marketplace and Gumtree and things, do you know what I mean? Like, I really don't mind a bit of patching up here and there, because you know, if things are a little bit too small, it doesn't matter because we did not pay anywhere near full price for them. So just like a little rundown on like the window situation so far. We've got that one in there, and this big one we got together from the same woman, and she was selling them for £30 each, but I just said, we're coming from Paul and these were in Weymouth, and I said, would you take 50 for both? And she was like, yeah, go for it. So I'm considering this window alone would have been £300 to £400 new. I really think £25 was a bit of a steal. The door cost us £30, which is good news. It came with the keys and everything. The only downside was that the sill that came with the door was too narrow. It was like here, and it didn't even come over the concrete. So we had to buy another one from B&Q, and it was £27. Which, considering we got the door for 30, is a little bit ludicrous. But I mean, again, what was that total £57 for the new door when normally they cost a couple of hundred? This window Glenn found for 50 quid, and then we managed to find the doors and the windows that are going in here for £100. So we're doing pretty well in terms of cost and spending. But we're going to jet wash all of this, fill in like a few of the cracks. You see there are some forming, not because of our building work, thank you. And then paint it so it's all like shiny and new. So here we are today. Now, we did this one yesterday, and today it's this one's turn. We've just finished work, so it's, what time is it, bub? It's like 6:30 in the evening, so hopefully that one was a bit of a pain in the ass to get in, but hopefully now we know what we're doing, because this one's going to be the same size. Now we know what we're doing. It shouldn't take us as long theoretically, but we'll see how that turns out. Ben's doing this one because I got bored. We have the final window in, which is exciting. We've just got the big door at the back left. The doors won't be coming for a couple of weeks, so I'm not sure what our next plan is. We need to think about electrics and things like that. I think that's the next step. We also still need to like gun and silicone and do the edging and do the foam and stuff on all the windows, like around the edges. So that's also how much we're getting on with while we wait for the doors to arrive. As you can see, it's pretty bloody dark. The one annoying thing is that this window opens from the side, as does the front window. You can see the handle just there, but this one really irritatingly opens from the bottom. But do you know what? It was 25 quid, and I mean, it is what it is. And that's another day done. Well done, bub.
You're welcome.
Thanks for helping me. Surprise, it's us again. Here would have been a load of lovely footage of us installing the, they're not French doors, what are they? Long doors?
Patio doors?
Back door, don't say back doors. Like large doors?
Didn't.
Wide door, like the...
It's technically a porch door.
It is a porch door. We've repurposed it. But unfortunately, for some reason, what happened to your phone? Like I remember it like freezing.
Literally, like I had an iPhone 11 and it was full to the brim of G-Spot footage. Not your G-Spot, just the footage of us building the G-Spot. And it had a meltdown and just crashed, and I finally got around to backing it up and getting all the footage back, and it wasn't there.
Yeah, like we had,
So
thankfully, some of the footage, which is it in episode 3? It
Yeah.
is, isn't it? Some of the episode 3 footage, thankfully, backed up to iCloud, but unfortunately, the doors was not one of them. So
I think we was left with 2 photos, which are what you're about to see now.
and also, can I just say that this really awful picture of me, you can do this as a voiceover, I don't mind. This really awful picture of me, you sent to the woman we bought the dolls from.
Yes, I did.
Like, why would you do that? Like, literally, we bought them off her from in Weymouth, like an hour away, drove back home, fitted them, and then you just sent her this picture. She was like a middle-aged, like, old lady who we didn't even meet because she was like bedbound ill. And so we just met the husband, and then you just sent, and then you just sent her this picture. What were you thinking?